My girlfriend said, "Your family chaos isn't my responsibility." When my sister needed help, I said, "You're absolutely right." Then her brother got arrested, and I used her exact words, like a sword through her heart. She called me cruel, while sobbing for assistance. I, 31 male, need to share this because everyone's calling me a monster right now. And honestly, I've never slept better in my life. Been with Jessica, 28, for 3 years. Living together for 8 months, that now tastes like poison. She's always been obsessed with personal space, building walls when it suits her agenda. Her battle cry is, "I'm not responsible for other people's disasters, fine by me." I value independence too, until disaster knocked on our door. My younger sister Maria, 26, has been life's punching bag lately. Lost her teaching job when budget cuts slashed the district. Boyfriend cheated and left her with joint debt. Then her roommate moved out without notice, leaving her unable to cover rent alone. Girl was suffocating under pressure. 5 weeks ago, Maria called me with a voice like broken porcelain. She'd been couch surfing for 2 weeks, bouncing between friends who were getting tired of her presence, carrying her life in garbage bags like a refugee. Asked if she could stay with us for 6 weeks while she found stable ground. She had 3 teaching positions considering her applications. Approached Jessica that evening, painted Maria's desperate picture like a plea for mercy. Said my sister just needed our spare bedroom temporarily. Her reaction sliced through me like barbed wire. "Your family chaos isn't my responsibility, David. I don't enable family dysfunction. She's not dysfunctional. She's drowning through no fault of her own. It's my sanctuary too. If Maria planned her finances properly, she wouldn't be in this mess. Her poor life choices don't create obligations for us." Each word was a nail in my sister's coffin. I sat there watching my girlfriend morph into something unrecognizable. She lost her job to government cuts. That's not a poor choice. Smart people prepare for contingencies. She should have maintained an emergency fund. She dismissed my sister's pain like swatting an annoying fly. Teachers barely survive on their salaries. Jessica, she shrugged with theatrical indifference. "I've sacrificed to create this peaceful environment. I won't let it become a refugee camp for your family's problems. Find her an apartment or something." But she's not contaminating our space. An apartment requires deposits. First month's rent, we're talking thousands. Then that's the price of playing hero. Your family, your circus, your funding. The ice in her voice could have frozen hell. I studied her face for an eternal moment, documenting this revelation. "You're actually forcing me to choose between my drowning sister and our relationship. I'm establishing clear boundaries. Your family chaos isn't my responsibility. If you can't honor that, perhaps we should evaluate our compatibility." She held our entire future hostage over my homeless sister. That statement detonated something inside me. "You're absolutely right," I said, with deadly calm. "My family isn't your responsibility." She smiled like a predator who'd tasted blood. "Exactly. That's why I adore you, David. You understand logic over emotion." Called Maria immediately. Couldn't abandon my baby sister to the streets. Emptied $2,800 from my emergency fund for a furnished studio apartment. Maria crushed one interview within days. Started a new position the following week. Girls going to conquer the world. Jessica discovered my financial sacrifice when she glimpsed my banking app. "You actually paid for an apartment. My family, my circus, my funding, exactly like you commanded." She seemed irritated but retreated into sullen silence. But here's where karma sharpened her claws. Last Thursday, 3:30 a.m., Jessica's phone exploded with incoming calls. Her brother, Marcus, 29, calling repeatedly like a siren in the night. He'd been arrested. DUI, but not just any DUI. He'd crashed into a family's mailbox, destroyed their fence, and attempted to flee like a coward. Witnesses called police. Jessica was hyperventilating, throwing on clothes, declaring we needed to rescue him immediately. I asked from our bed, like I was watching theater. Double quotes. "Yes, we. Move. He needs our help desperately. Your family chaos isn't my responsibility." "Jessica." The words tasted like sweet revenge. She froze mid-motion, turning to stare at me like I'd grown fangs. "Are you serious right now? This is my brother, dead serious. Poor planning on Marcus's part doesn't create obligations for us. He's in jail. David, you told me to handle Maria independently. I'm simply respecting your established boundaries. This situation is completely different. How she made responsible choices and life destroyed her. He made destructive choices and destroyed property. Jessica erupted like a volcano. You're really going to be vindictive right now. My brother is behind bars. I'm being consistent. Your family, your circus, your funding. Bail bondsmen accept credit cards. She screamed every curse word imaginable, then stormed out. Returned at 9 a.m. looking like she'd aged 5 years. Marcus's bail was set at $25,000. Jessica had to surrender $2,500 to the bondsman. But wait, there's more. Marcus needed a lawyer, a real one. DUI with property damage and hit and run carries serious prison time. Jessica approached me Friday night with fake sweetness, cooking my favorite meal, opening expensive wine. Sweetheart, we need to discuss Marcus's legal situation. Your family, your circus. Remember, David, this is life-altering serious. He could face years in prison. Then he should hire competent legal representation. Criminal defense attorneys cost $15,000 minimum. He doesn't have that money. Sounds like a Marcus problem. Jessica slammed her wineglass down. I can't afford that either. Not after posting bail. Maybe Marcus should have considered legal expenses before drinking and driving. You're being absolutely heartless. I'm applying your exact philosophy. How is this heartless, when it's precisely what you told me about Maria? The battle turned nuclear. She accused me of holding grudges, being manipulative. I retrieved my phone and played the voice recording I'd made of our original conversation. Yeah, I recorded it after she threatened our relationship. Her own voice echoed, "Your family chaos isn't my responsibility." She actually lunged for my phone to destroy the evidence. I blocked her grab. That was different context. It's literally identical circumstances, except your brother committed actual felonies. Jessica's parents called me the next morning. "David, we heard you're refusing to help with Marcus's legal crisis." I'm consistently applying Jessica's boundary system. Family chaos stays within that family. But you're practically married. You're essentially family. Jessica made it crystal clear when my sister was homeless that family problems are individual responsibilities. Dead silence. She refused to help Maria. "We didn't know that. Ask her about it." Within an hour, Jessica stormed home radiating fury. "You told my parents about Maria. They asked why I wouldn't help. I explained I was following your established rules. You're trying to turn them against me. I'm telling the truth. If truth makes you look villainous, that's your reflection." Saturday, Marcus appeared at our apartment, looking like death warmed over. "David, please. I know Jessica was wrong about Maria, but I'm desperate. I could lose everything. You should have considered consequences before driving drunk. I made one terrible mistake. One mistake that could have murdered innocent people. Maria's mistake was working for an underfunded school district." He broke down crying. Jessica emerged, comforting him while shooting daggers at me. "David, you're absolutely heartless." "No, I'm exactly as heartless as you were 5 weeks ago. Same energy, different target." Marcus left defeated. Jessica packed bags and announced she was staying with her parents. "Take your time," I said, "but rent's due in a week. Your portion is $1,200. She slammed the door so hard the building shook. Marcus started a family group chat begging for donations. The family split into warring factions. Jessica's cousin Angela delivered the killing blow. Didn't Jessica just refuse to help David's homeless sister? Why should we help Marcus? That's not boundaries, that's just selfish. Jessica was getting demolished in the family group chat. Then Marcus committed social media suicide. Posted online asking for donations, painting himself as a victim. Someone commented with the police report details. The post backfired spectacularly. His employer, a non-profit, saw it and fired him for violating their morality clause. Jessica came home sobbing. Marcus lost his job. He's going to lose his apartment just like Maria did. Consequences are a harsh teacher. She hurled a plate at the wall. "You're destroying my entire family." Marcus destroyed himself. I'm just not cushioning his fall. Then came the ultimatum. Either you help Marcus or we're finished forever. I laughed out loud. "Jessica, we were finished the moment you told me my sister living in garbage bags wasn't your problem. I just stayed to watch you face your own standards. You've stayed for revenge. I stayed because I pay half the rent. But watching you drown in your own medicine has been absolutely delicious." She moved out that night permanently. Marcus accepted a plea deal: 8 months license suspension, 18 months probation, 200 hours community service, and $8,000 in fines. No jail time, but without employment and with a DUI record, he's moving back with his parents. Jessica's living there. I kept the apartment. Maria moved in as my roommate. Her teaching career is flourishing. She's the best roommate imaginable and never tells me family isn't important. Jessica texted me, "You destroyed everything over petty revenge." I replied, "No, I applied your boundary consistently. Your family chaos isn't my responsibility. I hate you. Your emotions aren't my responsibility either." Blocked her permanently. Jessica tried salvaging her reputation by calling me abusive. Her mistake, she forgot about the voice recording. When her friend Caroline texted calling me garbage, I sent the audio file. Jessica's own voice, "Your family chaos isn't my responsibility." Caroline went silent. Then, she didn't mention that part. Moving day arrived. Maria and I found a beautiful 2-bedroom place. As we loaded boxes, Jessica appeared. "I want to discuss us." "There is no us. David, I know I was wrong about Maria, but you were so cruel about Marcus." "I treated Marcus exactly how you taught me to treat family in crisis." "If that was cruel, what does that make you?" She started sobbing. "I loved you. You loved controlling me. Someone who loves you doesn't threaten abandonment when your sister is homeless." Last week, Jessica's father called to apologize, saying I was right. Mentioned that Marcus living with them is challenging. He's entitled, doesn't contribute, complains. Constantly he keeps blaming you, Robert said tiredly. Says, if you'd helped, none of this would have happened. If he hadn't driven drunk, none of this would have happened. Heard Jessica's on dating apps. Her bio says she's seeking someone, family-oriented with strong values. The irony made me laugh until my sides hurt. Maria and I are thriving. She just received a promotion. We have dinner, most Sundays, just siblings supporting each other. She thanked me for having her back when everyone else abandoned her. Always, I told her. That's what family does. Jessica never understood that principle. Looking back, Jessica revealed her true character. Someone who preaches boundaries but only when they benefit her. Someone who sees my family as disposable while treating hers as sacred. My only regret is not recognizing Jessica's nature sooner, but watching her face her own standards. Seeing her realize boundaries cut both ways, worth every penny. Marcus, he's still drowning in consequences. Jessica remains single and bitter. Maria's conquering her career. And me, I'm at perfect peace. My family chaos wasn't Jessica's responsibility. Turns out her family chaos isn't mine either, and karma has a twisted sense of justice.